Thanksgiving, all that wonderful stuff. But you know, I'm here and I'm celebrating. How everything going with you, Miss Derr?
Oh man, I ain't gonna complain. Everything good. How was your turkey day? Turkey day.
You know, it was good. I only had like it was my mom, my sister came to town, and my immediate family. But we cooked like for like 38,000 other people in this house. So apparently,
Yeah.
my wife got to think that she ain't gonna be cooking for the next 6 years. Apparently, because she ain't gonna need to.
She
Gosh,
gonna freeze everything. Everything going in Ziploc
don't
bags and
freeze everything.
Tupperware. Everything.
Uh, all of it's gonna pop up for Christmas. It's like, didn't we just have that right there? It's gonna
Half the
pop up in a
this
couple of
ham
weeks.
ain't going to waste. She got frozen
Nope,
ham
I
and
ain't
turkey,
wasting nothing here.
collard greens. Freeze them too. Shit.
Everything will be frozen. It'll pop up. I ain't cooking that for Christmas. Nope,
Okay.
I'm right here. Okay,
Well,
yes,
I'm
ma'am.
glad
What
you
about
got.
yours?
Hey, it was great. Had family here. They're still here, so we are enjoying ourselves. We've been eating. We did cook for about 52 people too, as well. Um, but it was only about six of us here, so definitely a lot of leftovers. But actually, we done ate them up too. I called me greedy. I don't know.
Well, you always invited because I think she made two big pans of macaroni and cheese. I'm like, for real? She made two big. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
for real? Do we need two of everything? This is not Noah's Ark. We ain't got no. We going to. We don't need two of everything around this place. What is wrong? But
She gonna
that's
make
my
sure y'all
fault.
don't run out of nothing. Oh
Nothing.
well,
Nothing.
I'm glad y'all had a good turkey day. Everybody, hopefully everybody out there had a good turkey day. Everybody was thankful, got to be with family, friends, um, all that good stuff. Just enjoying family and being thankful. What's up, little Chucky? I see him back there.
He in the house back there chilling. He sit in the back. You know what I'm saying? Just in case.
Well,
He's my protection.
he your protect.
Just in
Okay.
case.
All right, all right.
Just in case. Oh, sorry. Don't make me start singing.
Y'all didn't miss
Listen,
this. I know y'all didn't miss this. I know y'all didn't
y'all
miss
missed
this
all of
mess.
this right here.
I ain't missed this mess. But anywho, we got a lot to cover. Actually, we was off last weekend. Well, we was here last Saturday, but we didn't come on Tuesday. TT had to be Uber driver and go back and forth to the airport, but that's all
True
good.
indeed. True
We had to get the
indeed.
family here. We had to get the family here. So we have a lot to cover. So we're gonna jump right on into it. Let's see. I'm gonna tell you what. We gotta start out with last night. I mean, I know you stayed up. I know you watched this game. Georgia
Of course. Oh
wins
gosh.
eight overtimes.
And
Hey, look here. I done went to the store, came back, was watching it on my phone, came back. They still. I'm like, can somebody get a 2 point conversion? Anybody?
no,
Anybody?
no,
I almost
nobody
ran
can
out on
get
the
one.
field. Come on, man.
Now, this is a combination of many things. First, Georgia Tech choked this game away because they was beating Georgia by 2 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of the game. First, they choked that away, which made me
Yeah, they
mad
did.
and
Yeah.
happy because I'm happy that the SEC won. I'd have been
Uh,
happy if Georgia would have lost just for personal reasons we won't talk about. But I'm just saying, Georgia Tech choked this one out. But
oh
then
my
these new college
God.
football rules, and this is back in the day in overtime, you had to score touchdowns. You just couldn't kick extra points no more. Now you only go in for 2 point conversions. Do you know overtime can go in for 20 years if nobody can get two
It
point
did.
conversions,
It
as we saw
did.
last night.
It did. It went through three
and,
time zones to finish this game.
and and the question is, if you're a football coach, how many 2 point plays do you really have? You only got like three on your whole thing.
By the end of the first overtime, the playbook was done. Ran
I
over,
know.
scripted. Let's just play like we had on the field, and we just playing. Yeah, after turkey dinner, we just gonna
So,
play
so
freestyle.
So they were
Freestyle.
out there writing the play on the dirt on the sidelines because there was no plays
The
left. I'm like,
quarterback was like, "Look, go left, jab right.
look,
I got you."
I'm gonna throw the ball. Be like, listen, I'm throwing, we running it, and we gonna see if anybody open. I'm gonna stand here to see if anybody come out. That's all he did.
Yeah,
But
it was pretty bad. It
beyond
was.
that, Georgia Tech, Georgia did what they had to do, and they put themselves in that college football tournament with that win last night. Even if they lose in the championship game in the cup next week,
They're
they're going to be
guaranteed.
in.
They're the first
They're
ones
guaranteed
in.
in.
They're the first ones in.
So, oh, they're the first ones in when this tournament started because you knew they were gonna have a bias to the SEC, so they're gonna figure out how to get Georgia in.
But I
Now,
was
the
hoping they
problem we
would
gonna have,
lose.
the problem is we gonna see if they're gonna try to figure out how to get Alabama in. That's a later conversation, but you know they're gonna try to figure out a way. we're gonna move on from that.
I done
Go
told you.
ahead.
I done told you. They getting them dollars. They getting them dollars ready. You best believe Alabama gonna. If anybody out there think Alabama ain't gonna be in this, you stupid. I don't even know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know what to
They'll
tell you.
find a way. All of a
They,
sudden, you see how did they get in there? Interesting.
you know how
With
they got
22
in there.
losses. With 22 losses, they're
And
gonna find a
Saban
way.
gone. And Saban gone. He's still pulling strings from the sideline. That's all it
Oh
is.
yeah, I was watching them on ESPN talking about it. Yeah, this is a big game, and if they beat, no matter what happened in the season, if they beat Auburn, oh shut up, dude. They don't pay
Yeah.
you no more, do they? Well, they probably
They
do.
done
So
they
I
done pulled
do.
his money. I'm telling you, he's still pulling money. He's still doing what he gotta do to make sure they make it. But they'll get
But
there. I don't know how,
but it
but
was
they will. Whatever.
but it was a great game last night. If you like football and like 2-point conversion, because I enjoyed that. So good for
Yeah, and I'm
Georgia.
I'm just sick of Beck. He just keep coming back and forth. Like either be bad or be good. Just tear my soul
Uh,
up, man.
Apparently, he's that one person who can't be either, and we got to watch it. That's that one person who can't
But you
do
know
either
what? As
one.
good as he's playing now, he's back and forth every week. They'll probably get put out first round. Well,
Uh,
second round, because they're gonna get a bye.
uh,
Maybe.
yeah,
Maybe.
but
They gotta win. They gotta
if
win
they
the
win the
title.
SEC championship, they got to
They
win the
gotta win the
title.
title.
But who cares if they get to buy? Because if they don't, they get to play at home. They get the first game at home anyway, so they excited about playing at home. So right now, all you got to do is get in. I don't care about anything else, unless you number set 11, 15, I mean 12 seed or whatever, and you got to play on the road. And like I
Yeah.
said, anybody I know. I hoping Boise State get a bye because that way nobody can go play in Boise because like hell I would go to Idaho. As a fan, I wouldn't go watch the game, and as a player, I ain't going to Idaho and playing. I'm sorry, it ain't happening here. No, ma'am. So
Boise, Idaho. Yeah, they're gonna go up there with that good old blue field. They'll be up there. They'll go. But anywho, the top 25. We're gonna go through this because this is the last one. Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. When we come on, they will be giving the last top 25, and that's gonna say who's coming to this playoff. I guess you would say kind of, sort of, 50%, because we still got to win some SEC championships. Because right now, all I see this
true
as
indeed.
is this is going to be a Big Ten SEC invitational, the playoffs, because that's all that's going to be there.
Well, yeah, well, that's right. Only because they can't put the 48 teams in the Big 12. I mean, yeah, the Big 12 in there because they don't know who go win it. They got. We'll talk about it another time. But all I'm going to say is, did you see the of the that you got to do this just to get here? And if this
Yeah.
team win, and you got to do this, and
The
nobody
only
plays each other, come
the
on,
only
I
reason
can't
the
understand it.
only one I'm paying attention to is Colorado. So, but we'll get there. It's the only one I'm paying attention to, and SMU. But I know SMU. I have faith in them. They're going to win the ACC title. But the AP standings, same. Ain't nothing really changed. South
No.
Carolina still ain't in there. Sorry.
Wait a minute.
Where
Wait
they
a
where they
minute.
at? Where they at? I'm
We
looking.
in the AP poll we
16.
were sitting up there,
16.
but
16.
in the tournament poll we're number 15, and we play. We talk about it. I'm telling you, there's still a
Is there a
road.
way? Is
There,
there a way?
there, there is a path. There
Go
is
ahead,
a
tell me,
path.
cause I only had y'all on here. I don't have no game for y'all. Well, actually, I do. Y'all play Clemson. I got y'all down there a little bit later.
So
Okay, we'll
we
get
we
to.
talk about
All
that.
right, all right, all right. But the top 25, it really hadn't changed. Week 14, but Tuesday, that is going to be the last top 25 that comes out.
True
Boy, oh
indeed.
boy,
True indeed.
that's going to be a good one.
Ready.
I'm
We
ready,
ready.
but we're going to go over a couple games. Boise State beat Oregon State. I was really wanting that to be a loss. I'm wanting everybody to lose till my people get where they need to be.
Um.
This is what
All
it
I gotta
is.
say about I gotta say about the Boise beat the one of the two teams in the Pac-10. Oregon State. Oregon State. I don't even know what that is, but listen,
Yeah.
that Janty boy, another
Oh,
200 something yards. Listen, if y'all hadn't been paying attention to this dude, because nobody looks at Boise State.
please
If y'all
watch
hadn't been paying
them.
attention,
It's,
if you
oh
hadn't been
man.
paying attention, you better pay attention. Now he ain't gonna win the Heisman because there's something else happening. Another wave happening somewhere, so he won't win the Heisman.
Okay. Okay. I'm not
But
gonna say he's not. I don't think he will, but he's still in the hunt. He got one more. He got
but
one more
he
game to show out next week again. But I
that's
just
true.
think it's hard to be compared to somebody who's playing both sides of the field
So,
because that's who
but
you up against right now.
but But I'm just happy when I'm listening to it and I'm looking at it. I'm not hearing a quarterback for the Heisman. It's either going to be a wide receiver / defensive back or a running
Right.
back.
Everybody else done
I'm
fell
just
out.
excited about
Cam
that.
Ward is gone. The dude up there, like, it was another quarterback they had in there that I didn't even think needed to be in there.
They had Milrow there for
Mi-
second, and but
oh,
but still they need to be talking about that Sanders boy because I know Hunter got 10 of them, but who been throwing it to him?
they're not
He
gonna
wasn't
give it
throwing it
to
to
him.
himself.
They're not. It's too. If he's not in the hunt now, he's not getting it. He's gonna get all the other accolades, but he won't get. He just won
Listen,
one the other day, some arm trophy. I don't know. He won something the other day, but he ain't getting
the
Heisman.
boy, both of the boys need to be in New York in the Heisman. I know they don't need both get one, but both Dion need to have all the boys in there so it could be a prime time event, as he would call it.
Not a prime time event. Yeah, that would
Prime
be
time
awesome.
event.
What's up, Michelle? Appreciate you joining us today here on our Take Show. Appreciate you. I know y'all tired of leftovers too, but anywho. But anywho,
Oh
we're gonna move
God,
right along. But yeah, we're gonna keep our eye on Genty. If you haven't watched him, y'all need
Genty.
to watch him. He ain't got but about one more game. They play so late. Then the field is blue. So if you got any type of cataracts or something, shit.
But I did hear on the side note that in every mock draft that I ever saw in the NFL, the Genty is coming to a city near you. They need a running back, so that's what I heard. But we don't mention the name on that. So
We'll see. I'm not gonna put nothing on him because right now these coaches in the NFL ain't doing right by these rookies. Some of them, and I'm hoping he gets put in
some
the
of them,
right place so that he can be the player he's gonna be.
I agree. I agree.
That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna pick where he going because that boy could. He's gonna be something special in the NFL. God dog it. Whoo boy.
I agree.
But anywho, off to the next one. Colorado. Colorado put the absolute hammer on them. I think Dion probably ran them all week. Was like, you pieces of doo doo blah blah. Go out there and act like that. Go out there again this week and act like that. Yeah, they put a dog stomp on Oklahoma State.
Yes. I don't know if Oklahoma State owed some boys some money. I
Somebody
don't
took
know if
somebody's
they kicked their dog.
girlfriend.
You know what I'm saying? They kicked their dog. I don't know what it was, but something about Colorado was what we wanted to see all year now. If this is what the Colorado we saw all year, we wouldn't have been questioning if they wouldn't have been
Never.
12. There would have been no question of anything.
Never.
This is what they can do. Now, yes, everybody can say Oklahoma State did not win one game in the conference. So what? The conference is what it is, I guess, on this scenario. They only can play it, whatever. But Colorado looked good yesterday. The Sanders young man looked good. Hunter, what did he get? 3 touchdowns and an interception yesterday? What else can the boy do?
Man, listen.
Serve the popcorn, fill the water bottles. What else could he have done
I think he was doing
yesterday?
that too. But they killing me. Dion must have given them the okay to go ahead and do his dance because they've been killing him, both his sons, and Hunter. They over there 2-stepping, so I'm like, okay, and Dion ain't saying nothing, so he must have done gave them the okay, but they deserve it. They should be able to do it.
But that was their senior day. You see, I had to put the quotes around senior day because only one of them senior was Shador, who's not Shador. What other one is?
Shador is a senior. He's a senior. He's
Look,
classified
I'm
as a senior.
He classified. He
took
to go 75.
He took the classes.
What class?
He got the
What class he
hours.
gonna do? The boy that told you he ain't going to no classes. He still. That's why they asked him if he gonna register next semester. He said no. He ain't going to no class. That boy ain't been to class since he got to Colorado. I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So, but
I believe he been to class. But I'll tell you who has Hunter. He has a 4.0 GPA.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes.
Most people don't know that.
That dude, that dude is a whole package. The boy
Unless
can play.
his girlfriend over there doing his homework. I don't know. His girlfriend could be there. She look like she a G. She ride or die. I'll tell you that. So
Listen, I ain't saying that. Listen, we all been to college, and I know my grade wouldn't be as high as some classes I took, but I ain't gonna call no names on that one. So, but it's all right.
Especially those students that work in different departments and might have to print tests out. Oh, boy.
It's amazing. All I'm going to say is my time at the University of South Carolina, there's some classes I had that were football players and basketball players in there. And I'm going to tell you what, I sat right with them. I sat in the middle of them because if they going to take a test, guess what? Torrence going to take a test too. Woo! shout out to the athletic department, and I was not a part of it on it, but I sure was ready for them tests, boy. Keep playing with me.
And on that note, we're gonna move right along. Yo, cheating ass. God.
Smarter, not harder. Smarter, not
Smarter,
harder.
not harder. All right, all right. But speaking of Mr. Shador, he did set some records yesterday. 35, 37. I think it was a 16-year record been sitting there in Colorado, single season, well, single game. It was a single game record. So, like I said, he did throw for what? Oh, wasn't it?
Well,
No, it's 500 yards? No, four.
that season 35,000 yards,
Yeah.
3,500 yards in the season. Who record did he break? Was it
It
Cadell
was,
Stewart? I don't know.
it was he broke. I saw the
It,
name. It's not a name we know. It is nobody
okay,
prolific that we were. I read it and I was like, oh, okay, well, he beat it.
then it
So,
then it
but it was
doesn't matter.
nobody you probably even knew the name of. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
So I ain't even gonna take the time.
two things I'm happy for. I'm happy that he has proven himself to be exactly what they
Yes,
said he was going to be.
I am too.
I'm happy about that. I'm happy that Colorado has changed their whole program around because they used to be good for us in the 80s and 90s. We used to love some Colorado football. So I love that too. What? But
But
they better pay. They're going to pay really well to keep this thing going because what they're going to do when the Sanders boys going? Are they going to keep this up?
well, I mean, he did bring in a top quarterback. I don't know what else
Okay.
he has. They haven't said anything. It could be after the season's over with. We'll start seeing people transfer pro portal. But he has done more than just on the football field. Honestly, I was looking up some of the stats for Colorado and the black student population has grown. Every
Hmm.
aspect that you can think of. Just people want to come to school there. Forget football. They're like, Dion, I
Yes.
want to come. They having a good time. I'm going to Colorado. So and he has literally made that university a lot of money in a lot of different areas besides that
And
football.
fair, good for him because the only reason black people was going to Colorado because it's legal to do something else. Now, because you,
Basically,
because you got black people going into the mountains to go to school in the snow. We got dudes from Florida, dudes from Louisiana.
right?
Who go,
Y'all
nah.
ain't ready for none of this weather. Y'all can get up here and be
Woo.
crying and calling home, getting
So
look
he's
playing
doing.
with that transfer portal. They're gonna be
You know,
back in it.
so he's doing a great job and good for Colorado. And like I said, good for Dion and Shador. Hats off from Jackson State to Colorado to the next level. Do your
I'm
thing,
just
bro.
proud he followed his dad because he literally could have went anywhere he wanted to.
He
I'm
could
just
have.
very grateful he followed his dad. Do what he wants to. Some kids do. We ain't gonna talk about who don't. Think y'all know. Think y'all know.
Yep, yeah. Y'all know who didn't.
Y'all know who didn't. Heisman. That's what you wanted to get to a while ago. Hmm, baby.
Yes.
When I
Yes.
tell you this boy, I don't know who you talking about. It ain't no race. I don't. Travis Hunter, 116 yards,
Okay.
3 touchdowns, 1 interception, both sides of the ball. He had
Hmm.
two more interceptions he could have had.
Hmm.
Ashton, 37 rushes, 226 yards, 1 touchdown.
Hmm. Hmm.
What you do with that?
Nothing. Because here's going to be the argument with it. Jinsey, great running back. Who has he played? Has the competition been really that good? That's what they're going to say about it, giving an excuse to it. But I'm saying the yards you putting up and the numbers you putting up, it don't matter if you playing against
Thank
anybody. You can do
you.
that
Will you
against anybody in the country.
listen? Come on.
Because that's what you're doing. Now, on the other side is the young man from Colorado who's playing against Division One competition and playing both sides. This thing is already wrapped up, and if they don't, and on a side note, he didn't even get as a finalist to the Jim Thorpe Award as the best defensive back in the country. How can you not?
And he's leading the country in interceptions, I believe.
And you're not considered one of the three best defensive backs in the country to
I
get
don't
that
know what
award?
it, they like he's up
But
for the
you,
Heisman. They ain't want to give him too much hardwood, I guess. I don't know.
so wait a minute. The Heisman is the top award overall, and you're good enough for that, but you're not good enough for the other awards, let's not talk about
we're gonna talk about this Colorado thing for a long time after the season is over with because they're very deserving of a lot of things. Who's gonna get Coach of the Year? Hmm. Hmm.
it. We're gonna see. We're gonna
Alabama
see if there's a
coach.
bias.
What's that?
Yeah, we're gonna see if there's a bias in this country going on
Oh,
because Dion
it
deserves
is.
Coach of the Year. The boys backed up and did whatever they said they were going to do,
They
and
deserve
let's just do
every
it.
single thing, and I don't think it's gonna happen. But I'm gonna
But
keep
I
hope alive.
but I think that Heisman is coming home to Colorado.
Yeah, that has
At least
Travis.
at
Somebody
least
done told him.
his temporary home in Colorado.
He
His
did. Now let's
temporary home
just
in
pray
Colorado.
he ain't betted on his own games and then they come take it back.
Oh, well, let's hope none of that has happened. Oh
For real,
gosh.
for real. All right, so we will jump right along to the regular games to watch today because today is ridiculous with college football. Today is the most important day. This is spoiler Saturday. Call it whatever you want to, but it is games every which way but loose, and every single game matters. I think Colorado needs BYU to lose. They need 2 or 3 teams to lose today, just so they can make it. I know it's
Yeah,
BYU and somebody else has to lose for
either
them to.
Iowa State or
I'm
who
praying.
else was it?
Y'all, please pray
Some
for me.
they gotta lose two out of the 17 teams. Gotta
Y'all,
you
pray
gotta
for
lose for
me.
them to get in there.
I want Dion to
Just,
make
just
it
to
to
get there.
this. I want him to make it so bad. But we're going to jump on this first one because right now, baby, when I tell you this Texas and Texas A&M game, y'all, look, they had it on the news the other day. Let me just say that.
Hmm.
The tickets are more expensive than any Cowboys. And we ain't talking about because the Cowboys are having a bad season. We're talking about the suites. These tickets are $7,000 and $8,000 for just a ticket, much less. I didn't even know it was like that. It is the most
Well,
expensive game ever. It is going down where what is it? Lubbock? Are they going out to Lubbock, right? Or is this
yeah, College Station.
College
They play down
Station?
there in College
Tech and
Station.
A&M, I get them mixed up. But either way,
All of them the same.
this game is about to be crazy today. The money they have spent on tickets to go to this game is more than NFL tickets, suites included. Let's just know
They
that,
they
y'all.
they have waited 11 years, 10 or 11 years for this matchup to happen again. This
Yes.
used to be a rivalry. This used to be every year. This used to be right after Thanksgiving night. That's what it
Damn,
used to
oh,
be. Prime,
damn the Red River rivalry. This
yeah,
this was
yeah.
it.
Prime time, big game. Then all of a sudden, A&M felt like they were the little sisters or the little brothers, excuse me,
They kept losing.
and they was like, you know what? The SEC's offering me the moolah. I'm bouncing. You Texas, you stay right there where you are. We don't care. Then all of a sudden, Texas came back, and you know A&M was the one team, the school that said, nah, we don't want them. Don't bring
They
them
said
in
that
here.
they was
We
on.
don't want them.
They said that they kept trying to ask. They wanted on this schedule every year, but they couldn't. They wouldn't let them on
Yeah,
it.
they
So
wouldn't let them on the schedule. So now they get this game back, and yes, these tickets, these A&M fans and them Longhorn fans been waiting for them to play each other again after like 10, 11 years, and it means something. As the SEC said, it just means more.
oh,
Right now, it's for a chance to get to the championship.
Texas
Oh
better
my
do.
God.
Who's starting? Who's starting?
They don't know because your boy's injured and they hadn't decided who's going to start yet. They hadn't figured it
Man,
out.
they better put Archie in there and quit playing. They better put Archie in there and quit playing. They gonna put Ewers in there and they gonna get screwed. That's what they're gonna get.
Listen, I heard rumors you was maybe transferring out, not even go pro, go transfer on that portal to get out of there because he know I can't be there another year. It ain't my team no
I
more.
mean, it was word on the street that Manning was talking about going to Alabama.
Please,
That would be
he ain't going no
stupid.
better.
That would be dumb.
His daddy and his uncle. No, listen, you can go somewhere else, but you ain't going to Alabama. I don't care what you do.
Go to
You know
Tennessee.
I ain't gonna be playing.
But he ain't
You
got
go
no.
to Tennessee.
Oh, come on. They got the Polynesian Prince out there. He can't play. He
He
ain't
can
going
go back to
nowhere.
Mississippi. Jackson Dart's graduating. He can go to Mississippi where granddaddy and his uncle played. Go
You
to
know
Miss.
what? Next game.
Oh, my fault. My fault. Stays here.
Oh,
Stays here.
Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Tennessee and Vanderbilt are actually playing today. Mr. Paul, he's in Tennessee, so let's see. He might be at them. No, they playing at Vanderbilt, but he could go to the game. It's still
Yeah, they're
Tennessee.
both in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's
They're
still
both in
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
So
They're both
he
in
might be at
Tennessee.
that game. But who you got on this one? I don't know. I want to go with
Go
my heart.
Vandy. Let's go Vandy. I
My
just want to see
bad. You
Vandy
need
win.
you need
I
them
like
to win.
Vandy.
That helps your
No,
chances with South Carolina. That won't help y'all in conference play.
yeah, our conference play over. It don't make a difference. Our
Oh,
season, the conference. So I just want to see Vandy win. I like to see all teams come up. Nothing against Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee was really that good this year. Had good games, and that's
yeah,
just me.
they're gonna be
But I
really
don't.
good. They're gonna be
Yeah. Oh
really
yeah.
good.
Future. I believe they're gonna be a monster. Right now. But right now, I want to see Vandy. I want to see them turn this situation around. And right now, they're turning it around, and this is a
They
good
are.
shot for them. So,
They are.
Paul, you can't lose this one. Vandy and Tennessee are both in Tennessee, so I'm just going with Vandy right now.
All right, if you going Vanny, I'm gonna go with my Polynesian princess, my Polynesian
Oh, Lord.
prince. Yeah, that's who I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm gonna learn that dude name one day. But
They
anywho,
won't.
yeah. Well, what's
They
up,
won't.
Chanel Spunky B? Appreciate you joining. And now
Hello,
I'll let you
Oh,
have it.
no.
South Carolina
I
Clemson. Go ahead.
listen.
Go
It's
ahead.
only two games this week that has two top 20 matchups in it. Texas A&M and Texas, and South Carolina and Clemson. Those are the only two this week. Everybody else playing whomever they playing. This is in-state rivalry. This is for the money. This is for both of us
It's for
having a chance to
recruitment
sneak
too.
in. Well,
Recruitment too.
it's definitely for recruitment, but there's an advantage on our side of that because we also
Why?
work the portal. We work the portal, and Dabo doesn't work the portal. He doesn't bring anybody in. So all he does is recruit. So everybody he has are recruits, which are great. That's good in old school football, but if you don't bring
Hmm.
people to the portal anymore, it doesn't help you win instantly.
And
Go
speaking
ahead.
of Dabo, you remember I made a comment earlier about this being a Big 12 and a SEC term. He's the one who said it. Dabo is the person who actually came on. I'm like, what are you upset about? Because he ain't
He's
going.
only talking because he trying to figure out a way to sneak in because if Miami wins today, it's gonna be Miami and SMU. He needs Miami to lose for him to sneak in, but he wants to say, "Well, look at us. If we beat South Carolina, we're 10-2. We only lost two games, but you only played South Carolina."
And he's trying to
And
he's trying to claim that bias of two conferences. That's all that's getting in. He's
so
trying to
so he can
play
try
it.
to sneak himself in there. But on my side, it's gonna be a great game. I'm excited. It starts in about 30 minutes or so, and go Gamecocks.
Go
You know what's
game.
about to happen, right? You know what's about to happen, right?
Well, I'm not going
Caw,
to.
caw, caw! You know what's about to happen, right?
I think we made it 1 week without hearing that damn clucking chicken. 1 week
Everybody
we
loves
made
chicken.
it. One
Everybody
week.
loves chicken. I don't know what's
Everybody
wrong with y'all.
loves chicken. I had chicken for Thanksgiving. I sure did. I cooked me some
See this?
chicken in there. But
There you
Michigan,
go.
I do think, yeah, I know Paul is going to be like, what? I'm praying to sweet Jesus
To the
and
ear.
4 more white people that Michigan beat Ohio State.
Well,
Please.
yeah, I'm not pulling for that to happen. I'm gonna move on
I
from that.
am.
I'm not
I
even.
am.
I'm
I'm
not.
pulling for 'em. I need
But,
everybody. I need Ohio State to go on down to 25 and whatever and keep pushing everybody up.
even if they lose, Ohio State is already in. So
I'm gonna try to
it's
catch
just
the halftime though. I want to see the band.
oh hi sorry.
Exactly. I want to see the band. That's about as much as I can get him. But I hope Michigan is a spoiler today. They need to. They've had a horrible season, so just upset somebody. Be proud of something.
Okay,
Be proud of
do that.
something. So Auburn at Alabama. You think Auburn can do it?
No, not this week. Alabama mad, and the referee's gonna work it out so they can get it. They can get into the thing. So Auburn ain't got a shot today. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn.
you know,
I was
they
hoping
gonna,
for
they
that
gonna
one
have
too.
that
You're just stealing
the
all my joy. All of it.
because I'm going for Auburn. Don't get me wrong. I'm pulling for the Fighting Tigers or the War Eagles or whoever they want to be this week. But yeah,
And you want all
go
right.
Bama.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a good game. It's gonna cause some ruckus if it don't. I tell you that. It's gonna cause some ruckus for Miami, Syracuse. Come on, Syracuse. Fight, fight, fight.
Orangeman. Let's go with the Bet Mighty Orangeman.
I'm praying and
Let's
hoping.
go.
And honestly, and actually, shout out to one of my frat brothers. His son is actually he just signed 4 year scholarship to go play football at the University of Syracuse. They just announced that this week.
And where's
So
okay? Wait a minute. Where's your frat brother from?
um Actually, I think he's here in Houston, honestly, because y'all get these degrees and go flying all around the country. My line brothers are
So
everywhere. But yeah, he's
where's
cool.
he originally from?
I think Houston. I'm gonna have to double check. I don't want to say nothing wrong. I wish Tyrone
So,
was on here because he'd let me know. But
so you
yeah,
gonna send that you gonna send that little black child all the way up to Syracuse from Houston?
yeah,
He
yeah.
he about to get a weather shock, ain't he?
Well, they've been
He about
visiting.
to,
He was up there this weather, so where he's from? Oh,
Ooh.
they from Wilmington. My bad. Thank you, Shanetta. I couldn't even remember where he's from. I don't know, but I knew one is here. But anywho, I know he's going to Syracuse. He just signed the other day, but he actually had a lot of scholarships. I seen him going. His dad is from Wilmington, so they are from Wilmington, Port City. Let me get that right for Shanetta. The
excuse,
Port City.
excuse, excuse us, but he's still leaving humidity and
What?
temperature for Syracuse weather.
Beautiful
Okay,
beaches.
mm-hmm.
Beautiful
All
beaches.
right.
But I think he's gonna be really good. So congrats to him. Kudos. Let us see a young
Congrats.
black man get a free education and play the sport he loves. So kudos. I think it was
And
Will. I think Will's one of my friend brother's name is Will.
Big
But
Will,
kudos. But
shout
want to
out.
get him a shout out on that. Should have had a little picture of him, but I just thought about it when I saw Syracuse. But unfortunately, Syracuse, I know y'all ain't gonna beat them, but can y'all try for me today?
No,
Please, please,
no.
please, and thank
Let's
you.
move.
Let's
Let's
move
move
on.
on from.
I don't even know why this was on the top list. Are they gonna Is this gonna upset somebody and miss something up for somebody else? I was trying to understand why it was on even on the spotlight of the week. Uh, TCU and
No, it's
Cincinnati.
not going up.
Yeah, I don't
It's
even
not
know.
going to upset anything.
All right, well,
If
moving
they just want,
on.
they just needed somebody to another game to make it even, to even balance
Okay.
it out. That's all.
All right, yeah, I took the easy route. I was like, oh, this all the games I needed to talk about today. But we are going to go to a little, maybe a sadder moment. Unfortunately, Alabama A&M had a linebacker that had I think it was an on-field injury, in-game injury, head injury, and unfortunately, and it was in October, he passed away. That was absolutely horrible. Um, Rest in peace, Mr. Medrick Burnett Jr. Did you know any more detail on this kid? And I mean, like, what happened at
Uh,
that game?
no, no, it was just an injury, and then he passed from the injury. It's been,
It was in
yeah,
October. The game was
uh,
like October 20th or something like that. October game. But he just passed this week. As man.
re- remember round we in show number 25, 26, 27 because we veterans now. Just want to throw that out there.
We vets.
We vets now. You remember back when we started this thing and we started talking about that young man who was playing football for the Chicago Bears who got injured and does he need to play? This is what we were talking about. Is it this serious that this dude died from playing football? Is it, and he's 20 years old? Is it this? I mean, if he was going to be the breadwinner for his family, I am so distraught. Even if he wasn't, they lost a son. That is horrible. But this football thing, and I'm a football fan, but I I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know how
I don't
to
know if it was some
put it together.
unrelated. I don't know if it was some underlying circumstances, if it was some underlying issues that happened or already going on that we didn't know that they didn't know about, or was it literally from that injury? And if it was, then they got to do some more stuff about this contact. Yeah, they are putting some stuff in place to help with contact. But I think he was a line. He's a linebacker, so you know what I mean. Their whole
Clash,
they're
boom,
going
boom.
inches to clash each other. You're in a stance and you're clashing each other. So I don't know. Maybe everyone needs bigger protective helmets. Maybe it should be an option. Maybe it should be something. I know they're designing all these helmets, but come on, man, can you not design something not to crack my skull? Instead of just spray
Well,
painting these pretty colors on them. So I don't know. I just hate that. Rest in peace. Um,
yeah. Rest in peace, young man, and
yeah,
prayers out to your
prayers to his
family
family
and
for
and your
real.
friends.
And
So
everybody at Alabama A&M, because that's got to be horrible and tragic to lose a 20-year-old. So just wanted to shout that out real quick. Didn't want to go to a sad moment, but I didn't want to not acknowledge this man's life.
true indeed.
Let's see. Let's move.
And I'm gonna let you have this one. I ain't got to talk about this next subject. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I want
I'm
you to
hot.
tell me what's going on.
I'm absolutely pissed the that happened, bleep, 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 off. You understand me, Matt Brown? They ain't had to do him like that. They ain't got to do him like that. They do not have to do him like that. It's so many other coaches need to get kicked out. So Mac Brown is out at UNC. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very biased with this one. I'm hurt on this one. I'm hurt. I have always been a Mac Brown fan. I loved Mac Brown when he was at Carolina before. When he ran it through the 80s, early 90s. Um, he's always been just a good coach in Carolina. And then he came out here to UT. Came out to Texas. He did his thing out here. Came
Won a
out
national
here.
championship.
Then he came home. He came home to retire. That was my personal opinion. He came home. He came home to
Mhm.
retire. Yes, they did not have a great season this year. So be it. It's a lot of teams not having great seasons. They did give him the option to retire or resign. Not even retire, resign. But he
Mhm.
said he was coming back, and then the next day they said no, he ain't, and they fired him. So I just think it was disrespectful. He's done way too much for for this organization. He's done way too much for Carolina football. He's done way too much for Carolina for them to disrespect him like this at the end of a season. It just wasn't that serious. Carolina was trash to start with. Come on. He graduated a bunch of people, half of them in the NFL. Why would you do him that way? At least talk to him and give him the rest of the year. We got till next season to find out if he's going to retire or not. But on the upper hand, he went on ahead and bought him a $10 million house out in Wilmington and said deuces. He sure
Well,
did.
on a positive or negative side, positive side, because this is the man he is. He got fired, and he is still going to coach to the bowl game or whatever the last game of the season. He's going to do that. So that's a good man. He's put
Legend.
that means that means you poured into those men that you have been coaching, and they want to see you around, and they're gonna be ready. Whoever they play last, they're gonna be ready for whatever the situation is. And on the other side of that is they should do better by him. They should have done. Think
I
about this. He
agree.
just lost his. He has put what two quarterbacks in the league in the last 7 years he's been back. Uh, he's been putting wide receiver in the league. So what happens when these people graduate? You got to rebuild. This is a rebuilding year. That's all this is. This is not a I'm shut down. We never gonna win again year. This is a
And they were
rebuild.
trash before he came back. And look what he did.
And so, but he gonna land
Um,
his feet. He gonna be back on ESPN next week. Be on there.
yeah, but it was just
And
wrong in
be
Carolina. It puts a sour taste in your mouth to do a legend of that nature that way to
I agree.
to your
I
university.
agree.
So I don't know. I love Carolina, but Carolina, whoever fired him, they need to get freaking fired. How about that shit? He probably just didn't like Mac. I don't know. But anywho, we're gonna move right on along. But I wanted to shout out Mac Brown. Kudos to the legend. Hats off to him. He won't nobody do it better. Anywho,
Ain't nobody. Oh, sorry.
hey,
Do it better than Mac Brown. Oh, sorry.
boy, don't quit your day job, please.
Oh, no questions. No question about that, madam. Mm-mm.
All right, we'll run through the NCAA because they ain't doing nothing yet. Still, they just ain't.
Let's do it.
All right, so NCAA men's basketball. We can go through the little top AP 25 real quick. I was, I mean, I haven't jumped in the season. Nobody has. I don't think too many of us have. But if you did, do what you do. But we got Kansas still at the top. UConn, I don't think they'll be there. We'll talk about that in a minute. They won't be at the top when they get this new poll out this week. Gonzaga probably won't be either. Auburn, Iowa State, Houston, the one you don't like, don't think need to be there. Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, and Marquette. And you got Duke and Carolina running in at 11 and 12. What say you?
I'm gonna say this. It is November, not even December yet. I ain't looking at these polls because
Thank you.
everybody, and as we just talked about it, and we go deep into this, everybody was in these holiday tournaments, and everybody got their butt handed to them left, right, left, and there's been some good games. So this doesn't start getting really important until January. So
I'm very
we'll
sure
see
there's
what
some
happens.
really good games as such at the beginning of the year like this. Usually they try to lay it low, get their records up. Don't want to really play some good teams, but it's really been some really key good markup matchups if you've been watching. But outside of that, but it was a little funny. Let's see. This was hilarious to me. Who we let's see, UConn. Mm.
Oh Lord.
Man, listen. When I saw this picture, I had to get it. This was the last loss. Okay. Memphis, Colorado, and Dayton all beat UConn. Number two in the country. Number two in the country. Beat them down. All three of them. Back to back to back. That's their coach. You see what he look like? I feel bad
I
for
know,
him.
I know Hurley. Oh yes, I know that kid well. I'm old
Man, I
enough to
had
remember
his
when he
tennis
played it
I
all.
had his shoes, homie.
You
I
know
had
what I'm
the
saying?
Hurleys in 11th and 10th grade, 10th or 11th grade. Yes, I bought the Bobby Hurleys. I sure did. I
Dude,
played in them.
dude, and you're not a Duke fan, huh? Oh, my fault. And he got his hand in his face, looking like, listen,
That was sad.
you, you coming off two straight national championships.
God told money.
Uh, you graduated half your team. You thought you were going to be that. They only put you there because of what you did. It's early in the season. You can take your three L's in a row.
Whoa, but that's a lot
Listen,
to
you
take.
didn't get
Good
your L.
God.
Farrah, you didn't get your L's in Connecticut. You got your L's in Hawaii, so you get to go to Hawaii and hang out, and that's where you took your L's at.
But they
So
didn't
you got a
enjoy it.
vacation.
They didn't
You
enjoy
got a
that trip.
vacation. Well, the fans did, and his wife did. So somebody had to enjoy it. They'll be all right. So,
Yeah, I just
but
wonder where
all
they're
I'm
gonna
going to say
land.
is it'll be all right. This is just the beginning of the season, and they'll be all right. So I'm not worried.
I don't know how they can come back from that. That's a big moral defeat. Like that's all I'm saying. That's like the hugest moral defeat ever. That's why I'm just wondering, like, hey, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
Don't. They'll be all right. We tournament time, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop him again. You know, he could be a really good team. But like I said, it's still November. We're not gonna know who anybody else until January anyway. So I'm just gonna chill and relax.
And you know what? I'm gonna agree with you because I need to because my Tar Heels they listen
No,
thick.
no, I disagree. Now, I disagree with that. Yes, they lost to Michigan State.
Yeah. They
And
struggled
I
on
think
a
they
couple
lost
games,
two.
but they struggled on a few games, but they won. They won them.
They won them. They came back from 21 down or 18 down and won a couple of games. Listen, all that is a better start, and Hubert gonna get them a better start. Again,
Yeah.
they look like they got to make it a great team. They depend a lot on freshmen, which is with
Which
the
is
way
good
world
to
is
an
going
extent.
on now.
But are they gonna stay?
So by the second half of the season, North Carolina is going to be monster because these dudes going to be know what college basketball is and they're going to be ready and they playing really well now. So if you're a North Carolina fan, I would say relax, just relax right now.
North Carolina. You killing me with
North
that. Yeah,
Carolina.
North. Ain't nobody care about the South. That's all I'm gonna say.
Listen, don't forget about this. Speaking of South, the women are up 53 to 18 at the half.
Okay.
53 to 18 at the half right
Well,
now.
and you
So,
know what? That's a great segue because that's where we're going. NCAA women's basketball.
woo! Oh, no, you want to talk about something? Go ahead. Top
Go
10.
ahead.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's
Do
hit
it.
this top 10 and see
Do
what
it.
happened because the top 10 about to change again, unfortunately. But for now, UCLA is at the top, and we'll talk about why in a minute. UConn, Notre Dame, South Carolina at number 4. I thought that was a little disrespectful, but hey. 5, Texas, USA, LSU. LSU is rumbling their way up this dang thing, okay? And they are balling.
They fighting. They are
Oklahoma
playing
even
some ball.
looking good. Kansas State and Maryland. Right at the top 10. Why I couldn't find the top 25 is beyond me. But hey, we're going. This dude only Carolina is UNC. Thank you, Shanetta. He gonna learn one day. Maybe by episode 100 or something, he gonna have to
She never better
conform.
stay quiet over there because she just talking all like yin yang because you live there. But I gave y'all a compliment. I said they will be better, and I still get jammed up for that being nice because it's North
But
Carolina.
we ain't
Oh
jamming
my
you
god,
up. We ain't
you know
jamming you
what I'm saying?
up. You gonna be alright. You gonna be
You know what
alright.
I'm saying?
But
Better represent.
number 6, Notre Dame beat USC. And yeah, they got me. I went for USC. I even said that Juju was gonna drop 45 and old girl's gonna drop 30. I think it was a reverse.
I, I told you, you don't listen. I said Notre Dame had Miles. Notre Dame got what little girl, whatever her name is. They're beasting. So, but on it, we have to talk about this. That was a good game. Notre Dame came to play. So since then,
I know they coming. I'm coming. we were getting to it. Since then, because that's showing you
No,
how good women's basketball is. They're up and down. Everybody's
since
beating each
then,
other.
everybody's beating each other. It is amazing. But Notre Dame beat USC. USC has played a couple games since then, and they've come back and won a couple games, so they've gone back. Um, I love women's college basketball. I'm not gonna talk much about the next game you want to eventually bring in this conversation. I know,
It's up. Take your
but
second. South
but
Carolina got beat, y'all. It is what it is. They got beat. They done for. They ain't number one no more. They ain't had to put this. They drugged on this week. I don't really agree with all the chaos about Flowowski or whatever not being able to play.
Flo Wiley,
For Wiley, yeah, that she
for
wasn't able to
Wiley,
play. There
thank
was
you.
a reason. I will never question Don Staley.
Nope,
You heard me?
not a never,
That's almost
never.
like we're going high. Ain't none of your business. We're going in that house. I know Dawn is taking care of what she needs to. There's a reason she sat on that bench. Sometimes there's a lesson to be learned outside of winning, and that shows that with Dawn. She's here for it all, not just for wins. She's going to make sure these players do the right thing and at any cost. So that's what my
And,
take is.
and on the side note, it's worked. Since then, they played number 15 Iowa State and beat them by 40 2 days
Yes,
ago.
they did. Beat the brakes
They
off
beat them
of.
by
And you
40.
just gave us
After
the
that,
score right now.
they up by 40 at the half against Purdue right now.
Shanetta, I ain't even going. Shanetta said something really good. She said grades probably Jack. I mean, I'm not gonna say because old girl had to sit out because of academic reasons. You know it. She waiting on them finals to
Well,
come in. Kit, she couldn't
well,
play, and that was
what
all
what?
grades.
Oh yeah. Oh, Kix didn't play because she skipped a couple of classes, and Don was like, "You don't go to class, you don't play around here." And then for a while, it was probably the same thing. Either you did something or said something that was
Yep.
not team. Donna sit you down. Listen,
She got
there
too
is
many
no question.
players.
You going to sit down. You better do the right thing. And the reason you came to South Carolina is she's going to make you better. You're going to get that education, and you're going to make that money and go pro, however you want to do it. Sit there and learn the lesson. You don't want to go to class? You gonna sit on your? Oh, I ain't gonna ride with that. I'm just saying, this is what he's gonna do.
I'm saying
You don't
nobody's
get the
bigger than the
grades.
team.
You don't get to play.
Nobody's bigger than the team at South Carolina.
It's about the team. Nobody come to see Otis. This is about the team.
Nobody come see you, Otis.
Nobody's bigger than the group. Nobody's bigger than the group. So
Why
that's
like
how
I
Dawn
made
plays.
this team. I made this team. About me.
No.
Y'all just the South Carolina. That's for Wiley.
Before me, y'all were just Gamecocks. Now it's the South Carolina Gamecocks, #1 in the nation national champion. I'm the leader. I'm the voice.
But she bad.
And everybody loves the voice.
They just need to quit questioning Dawn. Yeah, Dawn looking all crazy. She lost, but you know what? She needed that loss early. I'd rather lose now.
Yes.
I'd rather lose now.
Yes.
I ain't worried about it.
Because since then, like I said, I think they
It's no
woke up a
pressure.
sleeping giant.
Yes, no pressure
None.
on them now. Well, they gotta be at #1. This undefeated record since 2012 and whatever. They don't have none of that on their shoulders, so I think now they about to just swing on through. That's gonna be the only loss they got. Promise you that.
Money time.
They about to
Money
run right
time.
on through all of them. But like you said, everybody's beating everybody. TCU beat Notre Dame. Now that is what I was not ready for. No, sir, I was not.
You sleep on them horn frogettes. I don't know if they're frogettes or just still frogs. You sleep on them horn frogs if you want to, because I don't know. I didn't want to disrespect them, but those girls are playing, and they got your favorite girl from the transfer from LSU. You know you loved her. So.
I did not like her. She was trash. She's the reason they lost the damn national championship. Can't dribble with left hand, but she done worked on it. She went to the Olympics, did a 3-on-3, transferred because she had no place at LSU. The chemistry wasn't there. But she's at her 28th school, in the last 6 years, and she's actually she finally found a home right here.
She did, and TCU was not that bad last year. The year before, they had a lot of injuries and people were hurt. They didn't have enough players, but the people they had some top 20 recruits in there, and they're building. Well, we'll see We'll see
But
next
think
week.
about the leadership she's bringing from these teams she's been, these national championship teams. TC don't have nobody that's won a national championship, went past damn Sweet 16. Nobody. So she's bringing a lot to them. I'm sure she's giving her leadership, and it's really paying off. I hate to give her that kind of
Next,
kudo, but it is what it is.
and next week, the Lady Gamecocks be down in Fort Worth playing
Shut your mouth.
TCU. You forgot about that? December the 8th.
You,
I told you that.
I told
December
you
the 8th.
I'm not going to be here. What time is the game? I fly in at 3 o'clock.
I think it's a late game. I got to check the schedule.
If it's a late game, then I might as well just stay at the airport. And Uber over to Fort Worth. Shit. We'll talk about that later.
See, now it's a real game now since you know how TCU gets.
Yeah, now you got goosebumps on me. I got to figure that out right after this podcast. But anywho, we're going to move right along because we still ain't on time. Never. But it's all gravy. It's all gravy. They don't pay. We true to this. We don't get paid for it.
True
but
indeed.
We're going to move over. One last thing on this women's basketball. Kelsey Plum, man. What the hell? No, we just talked about last week, y'all. We went over to Unrivaled, the new women's league, the 3-on-3. Kelsey Plum just backed out.
Wow.
Gotta be her and that man. That boy over there making music videos. She left me. I'm on the bed.
Well, she said she needed some time to get her stuff together, which is admirable. But I think it's a lot of. I think it's a divorce and a lot of business things that she got going on, and gives her time to rest. And she realized one thing: Aisha ain't playing. Nobody's saying anything. Such ain't playing. Nobody's saying anything. You know, Caitlin Clark. You know, if you want to consider yourself one of those people, then you ain't gonna be playing. Good for you if that's what you need to do. But I'm disappointed for the Unrivaled because we just talked about that. And we talked about how good that was going to be and all those wonderful things. I'm disappointed about that part of it.
They could have put Carrington on there. What's that chick name want to fight everybody in the NBA? She's over in Wuhan now. But now they have 6 spots they're still needing to fill, and a lot of players are already gone overseas, or they just said they wasn't playing at all, for whatever reason. So I'm wondering how this is going to impact it, and hopefully we'll see who they get to come and play. It's slim,
you got your shoes?
now.
You got your shoes?
I got my shoes, but my back ain't gonna let me do it. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, it's 3-on-3. You ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta go up and down the court.
I just I just stay out there, stand out there. That's all I can do.
It's a half court scenario, and you be fine. Just sit there and load threes up. That's all I said.
That's all I can be able to do. I don't know if they're gonna go in. What's up, Tim? Appreciate you joining, my frat brother, my line brother. Actually, appreciate you joining. But we're gonna move on over to the NBA. We only got a couple of things with them because y'all know they just like damn college men basketball. Nothing going on. But
wow.
I do have a few things. This Emirates NBA Cup is getting on my nerve. That's all I'm gonna say.
You know what? We ain't got to really talk about it too much because it's finally ending. It's finally ending that they whoever's coming out of whatever region is starting to come through. Yes. So we don't really have to worry about it no more after that.
We got the quarterfinals. Tuesday is the last game. The last regular season game of this Emirates Cup. They've already figured out who is. Let's see. I think I have it up. I do. It's a little interesting. I guess I gotta get used to it. Some people may enjoy it more than us, just because we don't like it. We're here for the people. But they have gotten a lot of results out of the East A, CA, West C, just whatever. So they're all in. The only people I know what they want. Exactly. But it's only a couple teams that's already in. Tuesday, I think we'll give the last game. It's gonna be the top 8 they get to play.
And then the semifinals, and then they end up in Vegas for the semifinals and the final. But if it's any consolation, winning that regular season title ain't got nothing to do with you winning the Derr championship. Ask the Lakers last year. Oh, they were the title, and then what y'all do? So listen, take that L, take a couple.
They get extra checks or something.
Yeah, they get an extra couple dollars in their pocket. They put a little extra dollars to get a trophy, So the boys on the bench who don't get paid much. They get an extra couple of dollars, an extra $500,000 or $400,000, something like that. So,
let's get this tournament over with, so we can just think about the real tournament. They call the playoffs and trying to get to that. How about that?
That's what we talking about. That's what we
Uh,
talking about.
so we're gonna move right on along to the MVP ladder. Who you got? Who you got?
It's only three people right now. I think the young
It,
man in Milwaukee who ain't get a good team, but Giannis is a
I
beast
just want to
down
see
there.
what you got to post to what I'm about to post.
I'm gonna say Giannis. I'm gonna say, of course, your boy in Denver because
So
he
Giannis
is,
number one, Denver. Okay, Jokic to
and
my Jokic.
and and your boy Anthony Davis number three out there in LA. That's my top three right now.
All
That's
right.
mine.
Well, ESPN don't Bleacher Report don't agree with you.
Listen, I don't work for them. I don't work for them. They don't pay me. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got
But listen,
Joker number one,
okay, all right.
Davis two.
See, that's two.
But your auntie Kupo, he's four. They got
So who's
Jason
number three
Tatum.
then?
Jason Tatum.
Listen, that's a solid top four right there.
And then they got, number five, we got SGA. We got Steph Curry. We got Donovan Mitchell. They just would not give my boy no credit. God, dog, you gonna go 15-0 and it's okay. Lee Aaron Fox, who I don't even damn know. So
Sacramento,
that
De'Aaron Fox, yeah,
I'll check
yeah,
him
he's a
out.
monster
I'll
down
check
there.
him out. LaMelo Ball. LaMelo. And he is balling out down there in Charlotte. I heard a few words about him
Ooh,
coming to
ooh,
LA. But I hope that's just a
ooh.
dumb, fake post.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm pretty
the,
sure.
which LA you talking about? The Clippers?
The Clippers
Because if
need
you go
him.
to
Yeah, both of them need him. Take your pick.
because if you go into LA, then the Lakers got to give up the whole squad to make that trade. Because the Hornets just paid him. The Hornets just paid him handsomely to be there.
Well,
So
if the Lakers pull Bronny's ragged ass 55 million, that could help.
why Bronny got anything to do with this
That's
conversation?
all I'm saying. What's up, Scotty? Thank you for joining, Mr. Wilson. What's happening, boy, Scotty? Hey, that's our grill master back home. But yeah, MVP ladder, I'm with it. I can see that, but like I said, I need to figure out who Lee Aaron Fox is. I must be missing out. You say he played for who?
The Sacramento Kings.
No,
He went to Kentucky. De'Aaron Fox. He
whatever.
weighs about 12. He weighs about 12 pounds. Point guard. He is a beast. He reminds you of SGA. Him and SGA seem like the kind of like the same type of player. So and those players are surviving right now and striving in this league because they
Definitely.
point guard, two guards, three.
They
They
one
can
through
do a lot
four.
of
They
everything.
just ain't a
You
five
know,
because they ain't tall enough.
that's
That's
exactly it.
all.
So
That's all.
yeah, keep an eye on him. But
I'm
he because he plays in Sacramento, unless he started averaging 50 points a game, ain't no shot. He ain't got no shot that's happening
ain't nobody
because of
watching
where
them.
he is.
Ain't nobody watching.
And,
What's up, Keith?
and
Thank you for joining. Nah, ain't nobody watching, but I will pay attention to them because I that's the only person name, and damn, I know a lot of them. I really don't know him, but it is what it is. So on that, our last little NBA thing. This is really just for you, Tik Tik, and all you stupid Laker fans out there. That's who it's for.
first, first, you can talk about the Lakers because they have the same.
What you think the picture is? I'm gonna leave this
Why
up
you
right
why
now.
you
Lakers, the same. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna give y'all the verbiage first. The same. I'll wait.
um?
I'll
It's
wait.
not the same. It's
What?
not the same.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait till it
It,
pop
it's
up.
a, it, it, it's the same record. Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
Between last year and this year, don't get me
Uh-huh.
wrong. But it's a
Uh-huh.
different team and it's a
It
different vibe.
is. It is. Cause guess who? You see who that over there? Who is that back there? Photo bombing.
I ain't fooling with you. I'm not fooling with you.
No, for on the real though, it is really the same. Y'all got rid of your coach last year. Nothing was wrong with it. It's LeBron. He does too much, wants too much, and got too much to say. They were first 17 games, 10-7. Now you got JJ with his no experience self, and then little Bun in the back. Same 10-7. Only thing different is he just ruined his son's career. I'm gonna go ahead and put that
Listen,
out there. LeBron has ruined his son's career by being
I'm
selfish.
not. I'm not going to get in a
Nope.
conversation about Bronny because we're not talking about Bronny. What I'm
Nope.
going to say is this: they may have the same record at this point. Let's see what happens in the end of the year. Because, like I said, as a Laker fan, it's a different vibe. Last year was like games like, oh my gosh, are we going to
Vibes.
win these games?
Vibes
This,
don't
this
win
year,
championships.
this year is a different situation, and they recognize what their weakness is. Last year, we didn't know what a weakness was. LeBron did all he could do, and your boy did all he could do, and he was injured. Whatever the situation is, this year he's been healthy. He's averaging 30. They know what they're missing.
It's too
They
early in
will
the
probably
season. You
trade.
think Anthony Davis is really going to play 60 games? You think he's going to play 60 games? Let's just be real. Be
No,
honest. He's not.
no,
He's just not
he's not
injured
going to have
yet.
to. This is not Philadelphia. This is not Embiid. He's gonna
They do
take
the
some
same
days
thing.
off.
Him and Embiid ain't no dangum different. Embiid is a little bit worse. But don't
We
act
just
like crybaby
we just
ain't
want to talk.
always on the bench with his new swag on. Looking
We just want to
retarded.
talk about. You want to talk about my team? Talk about my team. But we're gonna be alright. You don't worry about it. Just
I ain't worried
when
about it. I'm here to talk about
April
it.
when it starts happening in April, May, and June is when we're gonna really need to be talking.
And I'll
Do you
go ahead and
understand?
and back and in that time I will remind you of
Play this back.
this.
Play this
Oh
back. We're
boy,
gonna play this
well, them Lakers
episode
fans.
26, boy.
Cowboys
Y'all
and Laker
killing me.
fans, y'all kill me. What's up, Big A? What's up, Adam? Appreciate you joining this morning. But we almost up out of here. We're gonna get on into the NFL a little bit. Now we're gonna run through these games because we sure had some last week stuff we didn't get to. Um, but we're gonna start out with the Bears.
Why?
Was this a good decision? They fired their
Yes.
coach. I'm asking you. You ain't got to prove it to me. Shit.
The answer to the question, it was a great decision. It's something that needed to be done. Unlike what happened in New York, this had to be done. It was on the field, and there was a lot of mistakes as a coach he was doing
Yeah.
that messed him up, not giving him a chance to win. There's two games in a row they could either been in overtime or won a game, and you can't say it's Caleb because now that they got the offensive coordinator in there, that the offensive kicked it and they've changed. So you can see that. But so it was
Something.
time for Eva Floofs. I don't want to spit on myself. Eva Floofs. You had to cover your mouth when you say that because like a
People
sneeze.
floosh.
Eva Floof. It was time for him to go, and so he's out of there. And good for Chicago. They'll be good depending on who they gonna get next year.
Well,
And they
you
talk
think
about
is this
they
going to
talk
make
about the
a
off.
difference this year, though? Is this going to make a
No, it
difference
don't.
this year?
Oh, this year is over. This year is over.
Yeah,
And
they
plus,
should
they
have
play
did
in the
this a couple
worst.
weeks
I mean,
ago.
they play in the best division in football, so it is over. But they have no chance. Three of the teams in their division have won at least 8 games. So their
With
season
the
was
number
over
one
early.
pick. With the number one pick. That's
Excuse
why
me.
I'm talking. I said with the number one pick.
With the so now you can get the wide receiver defensive back from Colorado. Put
No, I'm saying they
put
had
it.
the number one pick as their quarterback, and they did
Well, the
nothing.
Panthers had a number one pick as a quarterback and see what happens. Everybody. The
No, why
reason you
you
get
even do that?
the reason you get a number one pick is because you are garbage. That's the reason you get it in the first place. Remember that. That's the reason you got the number one pick.
You were
So
right. You're
it'll be all
right.
right.
Well, speaking of picks, we got to go over week 12 last week since we weren't on Tuesday. We're going to go over week 12's top pick results. Y'all, yeah, all right. It is what it is. Torrence keeps beating the shit out of me on this whole thing. I'm over it. And it's always like one or two games that he gets me on. But he won 7-9. I think you got me on you
Congratulations.
got me on the Chargers. You got the Chargers. I went for no, you went for the Ravens. My dumb ass went for the Chargers. And I think you got me on the Dolphins and Patriots because we didn't have a dog in that fight. So I just went with Drake May and Carolina has just been horrible this week. They ain't did nothing for me. Nothing.
Listen, there's no there's nothing wrong with acknowledging you picked the wrong game, team. It's okay. It's okay.
That's what we're gonna
I
do.
will keep
That's what we're gonna do.
I will keep my chain on for another week. That's 3 weeks in a row. No, I'm gonna say 2.5 because 1 week we're tied. I don't want you to think I consider a tie a victory. It isn't. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Well, anywho,
Welcome to the jungle.
yeah, you make me sick. But we're just gonna run through a couple of these games last week. We had talked about y'all Steelers last Saturday. They won. That Chiefs and Panthers game, the Chiefs, man, they just scrummed. We talking about last week. We're not talking about what we're going into this week or anything that happened Thursday or Friday as of yet this week. Last weekend,
Okay.
week 12,
Okay.
the Chiefs barely
Okay.
beat the Panthers.
Yep. The Chiefs are barely beating everybody, but I don't take it away as they barely beat the Panthers. I'm looking at the on the positive side for you North Carolinians. I'm looking at it as a positive direction. You can see the Panthers are going.
Okay.
You know, they started playing better, and that's how I'm going to take it. The Chiefs are what the Chiefs are. They've been holding on by the skin of their teeth all year, and that's what's going to probably bite them in the butt later. But that's okay. But
I
right
hope
now,
they
the
do.
Panthers play a really good game. What's that?
I hope it does. I hope it bites them in the tail. And the Vikings beat up on the Bears. They got them.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on with Stroud down in Texas. I don't
No,
know.
no offensive line.
Oh,
No
okay.
offensive line.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
get it,
throw
but
if you can't protect
but
yourself.
he's still making some dumb decisions though. He really is. I don't know. A combination, no offensive line and
He,
dumb decisions.
well, again, if you have no offensive line, you got to make dumb decisions because you're trying to get the ball out your hand because you're about to get hit. So you trying to get that ball because you're about to get hit. Ain't nobody protecting you. I'm gonna get rid of this thing. So
And
I
get
still
hit
say
anyway.
better offensive line, better play.
No, but I could take that. I
So
could take that. But yeah, they got to get something. Stroud, you got to get your life right. Diggs is out. It's over.
yep.
Figure it out. Purdy did. Oh, Jesus
Pur-
Christ. I'm just saying, if
Purdy,
you want to be
yes.
one of the top, Purdy has. Of course, Mahomes has. I mean, Jesus Christ. So that's why I'm like, come on, we got to do something. It's got to be some players down there. I don't know, but yeah. And then the Dolphins beat the Patriots. Tua, he was out there doing his little thing. Wasn't nothing great, but he beat them. Who else? The Bucks won. I told you. Mayfield, he doing his thing, but his season is over too. But I tell you what, the Cowgirls and the Commandos.
That was a great game that we never. I'm glad we talked about it. Uh,
Mm.
you know, I never want to say a Cowboy game I enjoyed, but I enjoyed that game because Lionel played his butt off to the last minute, and you thought it was an overtime game, and they missed an extra point.
Oh God,
They missed the extra point
now killing me.
after having to
Lionel and
come
the
back to do
Commodores.
after doing all that to come back, and then that was a beautiful play. I'm like, how's that wide receiver that wide open? I think that dude's about to run. I think that dude's about to score. Oh
He
my
ain't have
God!
to. He ain't have to.
And then they missed the field goal, and then Dallas got the ball and ran it in. I'm like, oh my goodness. But
So yeah, whatever them damn.
that,
They
that that's
finally
good.
got a
That's
home
good.
win. That's all I'm gonna say. They finally got a home win this week. Whatever. Broncos, of course, beat up on the Ravens. 49ers, Packers. We already knew that was gonna happen. Seahawks. Gino, he did his thing. He played. He played good. Yeah, you lost that one.
I,
Cardinals.
yeah, I had Pocket Hercules, and they couldn't get nothing done.
Fuck Hercules.
But
Think about baseball.
listen, he was that Seattle defense was playing well down in Seattle.
Yeah.
Of course, they do well at home. So
Cowboy
that's just a
Nation.
took an L.
Somebody would be a dummy on here. Go away, Adam.
But like I said, I lost the battle, but the war is right here. Right here.
War Eagle.
Right here.
Whatever.
Right
Anywho,
here. The champ is
Eagles-
here.
I can't stand him. He made me sick every time he wins. The Eagles beat up on the Rams. They're looking real good. I think they got their mojo back. Of course, Saquon
Yes.
is doing everything he needs to do. And on that note, let me say, I do believe that Saquon had a single game record,
He did.
255 yards. Y'all,
Listen.
what,
Listen.
what else is he gonna
That week we
do?
talking about. That week we talking about the Giants had a great week, except every one of them played for other teams. Those Giants players had great weeks, but they played for other teams now. But Saquon is loving Philly. Philly is
Loving
loving
it.
Saquon.
Yes.
He is. This is what he was doing in New York, but he was doing it with nobody else in this team. Now
Nobody
imagine you
else.
saw when he got a little talent around him. See what just happens? He
Oh
is
my gosh.
one of the leading MVP candidates, as you mentioned early on this in this thing. And I love to watch the boy play. I love his energy and I love the smile. And if you're gonna keep doing this, keep doing it, dude. Just keep doing it. Except
He is.
one game this season. There's a game you play later on the season that I don't want you to do any of
And he
this.
gonna run it up
So,
on y'all. He might get 300 yards. I'm trying to tell you.
oh
Backwards
wow!
flip
Now,
and a hurdle.
okay, but you do a backwards flip in Pittsburgh, you ain't gonna come. You ain't gonna get up. You ain't gonna get up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Pop.
Oh
That's all we gonna
man.
hear.
But yeah, I definitely Saquon. Yeah, I see him as the MVP this year. Whether they go to the Super Bowl or not, which we know they not, but I don't know. I ain't gonna say they not, but I think he is right now the front leader for MVP.
Well,
That's
I don't
my take.
disagree.
That's just my take, but we gonna see how this go. But just to go into the rest, so we're gonna go on into this week. What we got going on? We had a couple games already. Couple games already. Let me see. I don't think I had any more. Oh, I do have one good picture for you guys, but that's gonna come. Something for the Chiefs, because I'm sick of them Chiefs, man. I promise you that. I'm sick of them and the refs.
Listen,
All
yeah,
the
now
same.
that was a questionable call. Now nobody expected the Raiders to be that close. Don't get me wrong. Nobody said, "Oh my God, the Raiders are going to do this,"
Matter
but
of fact, let's
they
go
got
ahead and
robbed
talk. Let's go ahead and talk about that. I'm upset.
because you threw a penalty. That was a penalty that's before the play happened. But then you let the play happen and then the fumble happened. You called the fumble. You can't because that penalty was before the technically happened before the play, so the play doesn't exist. How can they get the ball if the play
Well,
technically doesn't exist?
well, I just posted the ref. He got his Chiefs ref
Does he
on.
have?
It ain't black and
He got
white. But a false
he got his
start
Chiefs
on the
uniform on.
Raiders. That's if you didn't see this game, y'all. This is how that went. False start on the Raiders. That's what they call a false start. However, the Chiefs recovered the fumble after we blew the whistle dead, so we're changing the flag to illegal shift. So the Chiefs declined the penalty and let the play get started. Go Chiefs! I'm
How?
over. I'm over it.
Where?
That
How?
ref needs to be completely fired. And the whole staff, because I think they huddled and talked about it. So they
Yeah, they
agreed.
did. They all,
They
well, no,
agreed.
they probably did. They probably call up to the NFL like, listen, we want the Chiefs to win. Go ahead, switch this thing.
They
We'll be
declined
okay.
that call from New York. They didn't even listen to them. They didn't listen to them. New York called, but they declined. No, no. You see that red and white
No,
on? He got on a Chief umpire uniform.
I'm not. I'm not. I
Yeah,
saw him in his Chiefs uniform.
I'm
I'm
over
done
it. But that right there told me a lot. There's a lot of money getting tossed around the NFL, but that was blatant, and it was everybody sitting around looking crazy. Like either we know the rules of this game or we don't.
We don't. The rule is we don't. Apparently,
Clearly,
we don't. If we,
apparently,
I
apparently.
think the only people that knows the rules of the game are Chiefs. The chief ownership.
Well,
So
I'm over it. That right there threw me to the left. So I was just like, okay, well, this how we're gonna do it. They're gonna make sure the Chiefs win. They the first ones
yeah.
in the playoffs, so they
The,
automatically are in now. They are the first team that we know will be in the
congratulations.
playoff. Congratulations.
Con-
Yeah, whatever.
Congratulations. They know in the playoff with 5 weeks left in the season, which is comforting, but also are you gonna take your foot off the throttle that you don't have your foot on yet? Because you haven't been doing much yet. So what is this gonna look like for the next five
Well,
weeks
they're
for
the
you?
first ones in. I think the Jaguars are the first out.
First in, first out. Okay, well, it's got to be
They
something.
won but
Oh,
two
by the way,
games this season.
By the way, as a side note, Vandy is up on Tennessee 14-0. Just throwing it out there as a shout out to
I think
Vandy.
that I personally think they'll beat them, but you wanted me to go for the other team, and I'm gonna go with my Polynesian Prince. But moving on along to this week's game, so we're gonna run through these real quick, and I need your picks, so we're gonna go ahead and do that with it. We're gonna do it with it.
Okay, I'm with you. Let's go.
All right, let's get it.
Cause you want this,
Well,
you want it back. Yes, you do.
I'm
Now
gonna be
you want
honest
it
with
back.
you.
Ooh, ooh.
We didn't realize that
What's
they
that?
had so many games Thursday and Friday, so our picks
That's
this
true.
week are only gonna be for tomorrow's games. We're
That's
cutting,
good. That's
we're
good.
cutting them out. I want to be
You
fair
cutting it.
about it. Cut it. We was eating too much and
Cut it.
said, "Hell, the hell with football." I'm sorry. We sorry. But anyway, the Bears and the Lions. Thursday night play. The Lions beat the Bears. We already knew that's why the coach got fired. I don't know why,
We
because there wasn't
already
a
knew.
game they were supposed to win. Like that was trash. But guess the other losses
I don't
made
think
up.
it was. I don't think it was the L. It was how they lost because they could have get a field goal to be in overtime, and
Yeah,
the dude let 30 some seconds run out the clock with the timeout left. What are y'all
yeah.
doing?
Because without
What
that, I
kind of
think they probably
organization is
would have
it?
let him. They would have let him play the rest of the season. I mean, they would have let him coach the rest of the season. He got a couple games
Yeah,
left, so
but
watch
because
him
any
out.
coach y'all gonna want to hire is probably working for somebody who's got a long season to go, so you still can't hire nobody. So you ain't gonna have no coach for 8 weeks.
A long
Is
time.
that what you plan to do?
Yep,
So
exactly what they plan to do.
we'll see.
They'll be all
We,
right.
we will see.
Yep. And the Cowboys, they actually won a home game finally. Took all season. They beat the Giants. Woo hoo.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then the
Congrats.
Packers, they beat the Dolphins. No
Uh,
surprise
the
there.
Dolphins can't. The Dolphins can't win if the weather's cold. So you're gonna have this great playoff run, and you're gonna have to go to either Kansas City in the cold, Buffalo in the cold, Pittsburgh in the cold, Baltimore in the cold. What you gonna do?
It was a waste of them to make it. Tua should have set out. But they back. Anywho, they might be a wild card. They still may not get in. I think they will. I think they'll be a wild card. But last night's game, we already talked about that trash. The Chiefs and the Raiders. That was
Let's
trash.
move past it.
Yeah, that was trash.
So
Now, the games for
let's
tomorrow.
let's
Let's
figure out how
get
to
it.
beat you. Let's figure out how to beat you again this week. What we got to do that.
All
Let's
right.
stretch this out.
Falcons are playing at the Chargers. Good gracious.
Woo!
I'm picking my picks first. I'm not doing you.
Go ahead.
Fair with
Go
the
ahead.
Chargers.
Go ahead.
Who you got?
Torrance for the Chargers at home.
No, they home. They playing at Falcons.
Either way.
Okay.
Either way.
TT for the Steelers. Steelers and
Of
Bengals.
course.
And God, every time I play with that boy over there with them Bengals, he don't do me right. Nope. I'm going with the Steelers.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You better
This
go
is
for
my pick.
Cincinnati.
You can't
Go.
tell me who I'm gonna go for.
No, the blonde hair. The blonde hair, cuz, is gone. No, you better
No,
go for Cincinnati. No,
you're just trying
no,
to
don't you kiss and death to me. Don't KOD me. You the kiss and death for my team. Do
Steelers,
not pick my team.
Texans,
No,
and
no.
Jaguars.
Texans.
All right,
Oh,
me
you pick it
too.
first. Sorry.
Well, you already knew I was going for the Texans, even though they tripping right now. Your pocket passer, Cardinals, and the Vikings. I'm going for the
Where are
Vikings.
they playing?
At the Vikings.
I'm going Minnesota.
Hell, we're gonna just tie because you won't follow me. Colts and Patriots.
Colts.
You know I'm not rocking with no damn Patriots again. They lost me last week. They half the reason. One of the two losses I missed by. Seahawks and Jets. I'm going with Seahawks.
Seahawks.
And watch Aaron do something. Ooh, I'm gonna be so mad.
Hmm?
To hit the Titans and the Commanders, you know I'm going with Lionel Richie.
Gotta go with the Commanders.
TT,
So we
you
gotta make
trash.
a.
You gotta make a
You're
decision.
killing me.
Bucks and Panthers. Action. Bucks. Panthers got a chance at this game, actually. But I'm going with the
How many
Bucks.
more
I'm
games we
going
got?
by
How many more
Mayfield.
games after this? How many more games
Four,
after this?
four.
All right, I'm
Better
going with the
play to
Bucks. Go
win.
ahead.
Better play to
I'm
win.
going with the
Rams and
Bucks.
Saints.
I'm going with the Rams. Oh,
I'm going with the Saints. I'm going with the Saints.
I'm
They
going with the
playing at home.
Rams. Okay, this is where the money hits the road right here.
Yeah,
There we
it's
go.
the end of the year. They at home. This is their last home game. Man, listen, I'm going with the Saints. We're gonna march it on in. Eagles, Ravens. Ha! What are you gonna do? I'm going with the Eagles.
Going with God Almighty.
Ha!
I was going with the Eagles too. Darn
You
it.
can. That's up to you.
So just because you do it, I'm going with the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens
You know you let
just
them.
because you picked the Eagles.
Y'all gonna lose because Henry's only gonna have 12 carries. 49ers and the Bills.
Bills.
Bills. Can you pay my bills? Because Purdy, I don't even know. Purdy is questionable still for today.
It's been questionable all
Brown,
season.
right? No, don't you dare. Browns and
His decisions.
Broncos. You already know where
I'm
I'm
going with the
at.
Broncos. Let's go with the
What?
Broncos.
And
Let's
this is the
ride.
first time
Let's
this
ride the
season.
horse. Woo,
This is the first, and no
woo.
teams are on a bye this week. Everybody played. Everybody played. Everybody. Yeah, everybody played. So there's nothing. We have it all down. Either we're gonna tie. Well, we actually have one game that we have, two games that we have opposite. So we're gonna see who pulled this out this week. That's why I went first because I know how you do, you old cheater. And
Oh,
it
you are.
about wraps us up this week. We have one last news you can't use. I find it ironic, very much so. So I wanted to go over the richest NFL team owners. Brandy actually found this for me, and we laughed like 10 minutes for some reason. We was dying laughing. Who do you think would be the richest owner?
Who do I think? You know everybody think because of would be Jerry Jones, but I don't believe it was Jerry. Um, but are we talking owner or ownership group itself?
Owner. These are individual people. The actual NFL owner, like Jerry Jones, is the owner of the of the Cowboys. Owner. I have the top five listed, and this is
I don't
this
know.
year. This is as of 2024.
I say the dude from Jacksonville, Khan, because there's some reason he said I don't know. He got money for no reason. He ain't winning nothing. So I don't know who are the top owners. Tell me who this is. I have no earthly idea.
I was very shocked as well.
Number one,
Number one would be Booyah. Yes, sir.
that's Walmart money. That's Walmart money. Of course they're rich. That's not Walmart
So
money.
we got Bob Walton. Bob Walton coming in, but I just want y'all to see Bob Walton. Then we got the Panthers,
Yeah.
Miami,
Top-
L.A. Chargers. Jerry Jones number five. Number five. And you got the money. He made 50. Y'all swear that this is the best team in America, y'all. This and that. Jerry has so much. He ain't even the top paid owner out here in these streets. I really would like
You
to see
make
who
me.
was a top paid owner last year opposed to this year. Well, hell, maybe a winning season. Maybe we need to look up a winning season for the Cowboys and see if that made the difference.
Made me have a conversation as I'm going up against Walmart money. Ain't nobody in the league can go up against Walmart money. What is that about? The
Well,
dude
I mean,
last
but
name
he
Walt.
owns Wal. He doesn't own Walmart. He's Walton.
Yes, Walmart, Walton. Yes,
Maybe they do
yes.
own. I don't know if that's the family that own them or not. But it's just
That's the family. The Walton family
okay.
is the own Walmart.
But they're not
Yes.
adding that money into it. This is the richest. Well, you know what? I wonder what is this a combination of? Is it their own money or is it just the money they've made off their team? I don't know. But it's of course it's news you can't use. But I just need y'all to know that Jerry broke. Even if 15, you broke when the highest paid is 94 million. You broke. You broke. You broke.
Now,
Jerry sent
for
out
me,
somewhere. Several seats.
94 million is a combination of a lot of owners and a lot of Walmart family members. That's all that
But
is
see,
too,
he
though.
only made
I'm
15 billion. This is exactly why he won't put them curtains up there asking him for. They want
only
curtains
15
up.
billion, huh?
Only 15
Only
billion.
15
He
billion.
won't. He will not get no damn curtains up there, so that cannot throw through the sun. Um, they asking for him. He won't do it, but he ain't got enough money. He ain't the highest paid no more. I'm just saying.
Go Walmart. Go
News you can't
Broncos.
use. Don't be hating. You just mad because it's the Broncos. That's all. That don't make
Why
no
would I be
sense.
mad?
This don't make
Why
no
would I
sense.
be
You
mad
ain't
about who
mad. You
got the
being a
money?
hater. You being a hater.
Oh,
On news you can't
no.
use. At
I,
that.
I hate Walmart. I hate the Broncos because they have more money. I hate the quarterback because he's 72 years old. I hate what? I hate everything about the Broncos for what? What?
Tell us how
I
you
ain't
really
nothing against
feel.
the Broncos. I don't got nothing against the boys.
Tell us how you really feel. Yeah, he a hater. He is, but I'm hating too. I think he's talking about both of us, but yeah, whatever. Put the chain down.
Hate because I'm the champ. Hate me because you ate me is what you're gonna talk about, right? Let's move. That's all I got to say about
On
that.
that note, I'd like to thank all you guys for joining us today. Just want y'all to know that Jerry Jones is broke at $15 billion, if that's possible. But we're going to get on to this old football today and see what happens. Y'all please say a prayer for the Colorado Buffs. I need
And the
Dion there.
Gamecocks.
Oh, yeah, we'll
Caw-caw!
throw them in there. We'll throw them in there, too. So, but on that note, what you got, TT? You got anything for us today? Any
Yeah.
shout-outs?
I'm giving a little sneak peek of the merch that's coming soon. Y'all see that? You see that? I want y'all to see that. We doing it. We doing it big.
mm.
And
Yeah, we getting some
so,
merch. You see the rugs on the walls. We got some stuff coming for you guys. Hopefully y'all gonna want it. Come out and rock it. Barbershop style. Y'all know how we do here on our take. But on that note, I'm gonna let you guys get out of here on this beautiful Saturday after Thanksgiving. It is officially Christmas. So on that note,
true indeed.
Tom Turkey's out of here. Y'all enjoy your family if they're still here for the weekend. Let's get back to it on Monday, and we will see you guys Tuesday at 7 p.m. with the last top 25. Prayerfully, it's going to look the way I need to for the college playoffs.
Cross the fingers. We doing
Cross
it.
your fingers.
Peace,
Yep,
people.
peace. Thank y'all for joining us today. But on that note, peace.
We getting closer.